Oh, welcome back to Subject to Cross. This is episode 33. Did I get that right?
Yeah. You need to
And
introduce yourself.
I am I'm going to get to that. You allowed me to start this.
All right, start over. Go ahead.
I don't want to start over.
Okay.
This is episode 33, and I am your host, Pete Kratza.
And I'm your other host, Caroline Donato.
Or in this case, the student, right?
So now Pete and I can relax and have a little fun. Also, listener, I don't know if the world knows this. This is like the time we get to spend together.
Yeah, right. It's wonderful.
This is it.
So this episode originally, because we are going to be totally honest with our listeners, I already attempted this exercise with Ms. Donato, and because she failed so miserably, she destroyed the tape. So we have to do it over again. But I did mix things up. Do you care to advise the listeners how you did on the first quiz that I gave you?
Well, let's tell them what it's about.
No, I'll get to that.
Okay. I think I got a D.
You did get a D.
But I want also to be candid. I did not destroy the tape. The tape...
Intentionally.
No, the tape, we didn't know that our SIM card was never erased every time we come in to record. So we probably recorded 5 minutes of that episode and went on for another 20 before I realized it wasn't recording.
It was very disappointing.
But just to everyone's benefit, I have no recollection of the substance.
So you claim. We'll
I don't.
see.
I will.
All right,
if I get more than a D in this test, I'm going to be satisfied.
Okay. So I'm really hoping you get an F. But the genesis of
it's really
this,
good teamwork we have. It's really positive and encouraging.
There's a lot of positive energy. Although, also, we've been in this room now for at least an hour, right?
We sure have.
Yeah, this is the fourth of 4 episodes that we're recording, so we do tend to get a little punchy.
And that's why I said we'll be back momentarily.
Speaking of punchy, what jogged my creativity to come up with this concept, which is, by the way, now we'll get to it, obscure crimes in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and Caroline's knowledge or lack thereof pertaining to those crimes, was an article I read on CNN, May 5th, 2023. Father of baseball player arrested for punching 63-year-old umpire, sheriff says. So in this case, unfortunately for the father, it's all on video, and it looks as bad as you would expect, sucker punching a 63-year-old umpire.
Also, Pete sent me this article, and I didn't know the point of it, and then he said the point is obscure crimes, and I still didn't know the point of it. But, listener,
it was a pop quiz, and now since you destroyed the SIM card, it's not a pop quiz. We've established that.
Hey.
But in this, this basically assault of a sports official. If you, in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, as let's say a crazy hockey parent, decide that you're going to punch the referee because he called your, son or daughter for an offside, you may think, it's probably a simple assault, misdemeanor, maybe a summary offense. Oh, no. Sports officials are provided additional protection, probably with good reason, and that becomes an aggravated assault. It becomes a felony. So what ordinarily would be a simple assault, which is an attempt to cause or causing bodily injury on a sports official, becomes an aggravated assault, which normally requires serious bodily injury or danger of death and is obviously much more severely punished.
And broadly put, a simple assault can also become an aggravated assault without serious bodily injury if the victim of the assault falls into a certain category. Very young children and certain officials, law enforcement being one.
Well, but the purpose of this is obscure crimes,
Okay.
and I don't think most people know that if you punch a basketball ref, it's an ag assault. Okay, so in that regard, I spent entirely too much time culling through Title 18, which is our crimes code in Pennsylvania, and looking for weird criminal offenses. So this exercise is going to be a test of Caroline's knowledge of the crimes code.
No, of weird, obscure crimes within
they're
the
in
crimes,
the crimes code. So it's a test of your knowledge of the crimes code, as I said. There are going to be 1, 2, 3, I think I have 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I only
And
have
if I don't
4.
do well, the listeners
1,
can be
2,
comforted
3,
in the
4,
fact
5.
that I
Okay.
represent people accused of the normal drug crimes, homicides, sex crimes, not
So-
these obscure
Oh,
crimes.
you're already preparing this, aren't you? All right, I have a Sharpie here because that's what
You're
teachers
just too
do.
excited over there, and I
Yeah.
want to throw you off your game.
Okay. So the first 4 questions are multiple choice. And the multiple choice questions deal with whether these are actual crimes in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania or not.
Okay.
First, illegal cropping of horsetail, unlicensed practice of horseshoeing, or selling or using a disabled horse. All of the above, none of the above.
All of the above.
Wrong. Yes.
God damn it.
Okay.
Well, okay. The
Selling
one
or
I did,
using a disabled horse is a crime.
I knew that one, but I thought
Yeah.
the second one was
I
also a
really
crime.
did a good job of hiding them.
The first one I didn't think was a crime, but the second one. What was
Yeah.
the second one?
Unlicensed practice of horseshoeing or illegal cropping of a horsetail.
No. Illegal cropping of a horsetail. I didn't think that was a crime until the second one.
Yeah.
But I think there's something really close to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's...
Did you change like 1 or 2
I've
words?
changed this quiz.
1 or 2 words of the statute.
I don't know. We'll see. All right.
Okay.
Next. Live animals as prizes prohibited. Selling or using a disabled horse. Cruelty to cow to enhance udder. Hours of animal labor. All of the above, none of the above, or one of the above.
Oh, wait. Well,
So it's either A is live animals as prizes prohibited. B, selling or using a disabled horse. C, cruelty to cow to enhance udder. D, hours of animal labor. E, all of the above. F, none of the above.
so, E.
You got that right. And the reason you got that right is because I gave this quiz to you before. Because cruelty to cow to enhance udder, you had no idea, nor did I, frankly, was a crime.
No,
but you remembered that.
No, that wasn't the one. It was the, No, I knew there was a crime involving udder. I didn't know if you were being cute on the word cruelty.
Oh.
But the one that made me think it was E was the hours of labor for an animal.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see. This,
I don't have...
If you do better, I'm going to be really disappointed. All right, next.
Wait, can I also just say,
Yeah.
before the last quiz, which I have no real memory of, I too went through the
I think
crimes
she
code.
saved the SIM card and listened to it before this quiz. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I too went through the crimes code because I was going to try to catch you.
You've gone through the crimes code?
I thought we were doing the quiz against each other in the last episode, so I was
all right.
familiar.
All right, well, let me get to
I
my
still got a D.
questions. A, poaching of squirrels. B, prohibited ear piercings of animals. C, unauthorized animal husbandry. D, all of the above. Why are you laughing? E, none of the above.
A.
Wrong, none of the above.
Really?
Yes,
What was A?
Poaching of squirrels. I made that up.
I feel like you could get a citation for that.
Yes. All right, so far you're only 1 for 3.
I'm failing.
Last one.
It's your self-fulfilling prophecy.
I think you'll get this one. A, killing homing pigeons. B, skinning of and selling or buying pelts of dogs and
Why
cats.
is it all animal related?
Well, they're the obscure ones, I guess. C, taunting of police animals. D, all of the above. E, none of the above. Do you need me to repeat them?
I guess. I want to say all of the above, but I'm sure
Killing
there's...
homing pigeons, skinning of and selling or buying pelts of dogs and cats. C, taunting of police animals. D, all of the above. E, none of the above.
I mean, they all should be a crime. They don't sound nice.
Neither did the other ones. Do you think squirrels should be poached?
I don't know what a pelt is.
So what's your guess?
I just want to go down in burning flames. None of the above.
Wrong! It was all the above. Your instinct was correct. Yes! All right, 1 for 4. Wow. All right. The
But
next
do you want to give
section-
me you want to, if I gave you a B on the last.
No. All right, so these are true or false questions.
Okay.
So you will tell me whether this is a crime or not.
Are they all animal related?
They're not. I don't
Okay.
believe that. Well, maybe one of them are. All right. First one. Is this a crime or not? Unlawful use of unmanned motor vehicle.
Unlawful use of unmanned motor vehicle? Is this under Title 18?
Unlawful use
Is this under Title
of
18?
unmanned motor vehicle. True or false?
False.
That's correct. That was an easy one. What I
Because
did
how
is
can you use an unmanned motor vehicle? Also, it's Title 75.
There's an unlawful use of like a aircraft vehicle. I think I don't know.
That would make more
Yeah.
sense for a
So
Title
you got
18.
that one right. Theft of unpublished dramas and musical compositions.
Let me ask you this question. Are you being cute with the language?
That's for me to decide. Theft of unpublished dramas and musical compositions.
I don't think it's theft. I think it's not theft.
I don't know what to tell you. Stop delaying. True or false?
True.
Correct. Deception related to vegan food products. My daughter's a vegan. Deception related to vegan food products.
False.
Damn!
I feel like that would be a federal crime.
Well, no. There was a crime, deception related to kosher food products.
I know that.
And I changed
But
it. Well, you know
vegan.
that because I asked you the last time.
No, I reviewed Title 18.
Fraudulent entry of horses in race.
I hate the animal questions. You probably couldn't just hear me then because I'm burying my head under the table.
Fraudulent entry of horses in race.
True.
Damn. Fortune telling.
True.
Yeah, it's because I asked
Which
you
I
last
think is
time.
crazy.
Unlawful sale of dissertations or term papers.
True.
Yeah, see, this. All right, extra credit. Define compounding.
No.
Okay, so you got that wrong. Extra credit. No, actually, that was a regular
Remember,
question.
I wanted to do compost.
Here's your last extra credit. Define barratry.
Nope.
Okay, that's vexatious lawsuits. You should know that. I mean, not that you do it personally, but you are a lawyer. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10. That's a C. 7 out of 10. I'm really disappointed in that. Okay. Just a couple other fun crimes I think that I found here. Let me see here.
Wait, I have mine from the last time.
Oh, so you're going to ask. All right, well, then I won't go into mine in case we have the same ones. Why don't we see if we can top each other?
Okay, how do you suggest we go about that?
Well, you read one and then I'll read one.
Well, this one just reminded me of Breaking Bad.
Oh.
Illegal dumping of methamphetamine waste.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one.
A person commits a felony of the third degree if he intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly deposits, stores, or disposes on any property, precursor or reagent substance, chemical waste, or debris resulting from or used in the manufacture of methamphetamine or the preparation, blah, 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 blah. Don't dump your meth.
Yeah, all right. And I just need to read the elements of the cruelty to cow to enhance appearance of udder. A person commits a summary offense if the person kneads or beats or pads the udder of a cow or willfully allows it to go unmilked for a period of 24 hours or more for the purpose of enhancing the appearance or size of the udder of the cow, or by a muzzle or any other device prevents the cow's calf, if less than 6 weeks old, from obtaining nourishment and thereby relieving the udder of the cow for a period of 24 months.
I got so bored listening to that.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
I find it fascinating that our legislature in 2017 decided to enact a criminal offense with those elements.
I find that interesting that it's 2017. I'll raise you 1973,
Okay.
where there is no case law to support this statute, so I guess it's working.
Mm-hmm.
It's an adequate deterrence to this crime.
Oh, okay.
Public exhibition of insane or deformed person. Title 18, Section 5904. A person is guilty of I'm going to say blank because I want you to guess the grading of this.
Okay.
A blank if he exhibits in any place for a pecuniary consideration or reward any insane, idiotic, or deformed person or imbecile.
Geez, that's violated most days in courthouses, you ask me. So I need to guess whether that's a summary offense, a misdemeanor, or a felony?
And the grading, if one applies. If it's a summary, obviously you don't need it.
I'm going to say misdemeanor of the second degree.
You're spot on.
Damn, I'm good.
You are spot on.
You know, now that we mention it, I do note that a lot of these odd animal offenses were from 2017.
What happened in
I
2017?
don't know, man. Some legislator had his, day in court with, the skinning of and selling or buying pelts of dogs and cats.
Listener, if you know who
2017.
did that, let us know.
Yeah,
Because
seriously.
it's why I got my first C in many.
Well, I mean, you really got a D. So, the other thing that I, in the context of this exercise, I also wanted to alert the listeners to some law enforcement go-tos of otherwise obscure offenses. Institutional vandalism. You get drunk, let's just say in the borough of Westchester, and they put you in the drunk tank, which is the cell in the police department where you're going to have to sleep it off, so to speak, overnight. You decide, because you're a smart aleck, that you're going to clog the toilet and flood the cell. You, my friend, have now committed the offense of institutional vandalism.
Felony of this third degree?
A person commits the offense of institutional vandalism if he knowingly desecrates, vandalizes, defaces any church, any cemetery, any school, educational, community center, and it includes police departments. An offense under this section is a felony of the third degree if the act is one of desecration as defined in 5509, I think that's a church, or if the actor causes loss in excess of $5,000. Otherwise, institutional vandalism is
Misdemeanor of the
misdemeanor
second degree.
There you go. So don't do that. Don't flood the cell, man. You're going to be charged with institutional
Well, you know what? Let's
vandalism.
back up. Do better. Don't land yourself in the drunk tank.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. Hasn't happened to me.
Lately.
Propulsion of missiles into an occupied vehicle or onto a roadway. This is actually a very serious offense. When
I
people,
just represented that.
Yeah, people, smart-ass
No, we don't.
teenagers think that it's funny to, like, for instance, throw eggs into vehicles, as some of my high school friends may have done. That is propulsion of missiles into it, and that can cause an accident.
That
so
can actually be really dangerous. So
punished
don't do it.
extremely. Actually, is that only a misdemeanor of the second degree? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, occupied vehicles. It's a misdemeanor of the first degree. Scattering rubbish on highway. You've seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
When the state police want to charge you with a crime and use it as a pretext to find out whether you have $18,000 in cash or drugs in your car.
Don't
and
litter.
You throw a cigarette butt onto the highway. You have now committed the offense of scattering rubbish on a highway.
Misdemeanor of the third degree?
I think it's a summary offense. A1 or A2 is guilty of a summary offense for the first offense. It might, let's see, shall be sentenced to pay a fine not less than $50, be required to pick up litter or illegal dump trash for not less than 5 or more than 30 hours to be completed within 6 months, or to imprisonment for not more than 90 days.
Summary.
And then finally, causing or risking a catastrophe. I have had some rather ridiculous fact patterns wherein a client is charged with causing or risking a catastrophe.
I have represented people on all of those statutes. Why couldn't those statutes have landed in my quiz?
Because they would have been too easy. All right, so you got a C this time. I think what we can do is take your D from the first time and a C this time and
C
and
minus.
give you D plus.
C minus.
No higher.
If you got a B on
You're
your...
always welcome to try to quiz me at some point, by the
I
way.
just don't have an interest.
All right, I think that's it for this episode.
Okay, well, listeners, you know what? I totally failed to give the email in the
I see
last...
what you did there. Failed.
Not today.
Yeah.
Not today on that issue. But I did fail in the last few episodes because we didn't give you the email to reach out to us. Our email is subject2cross@maclery.com. That's MACELREE.com. Subject to cross is spelled subject to cross. There's no number, it's all letters. We love your emails. That's what keeps us coming into...
Especially when they're from jurors that acquit our clients.
That was the best.
Yeah.
That made our year. But we love your emails. Please reach out. We like to hear what you think. We like to hear what you want to hear on the podcast. Pete and I don't have many cases together. This is our time to spend. So,
Yeah, we tend to have the bigger cases together. So the way our practices run is that we have our own cases and then we get together in trials to take the team approach, which works well. I think it keeps us from killing each other, right? I mean, I think if we worked on every case together, I don't think we'd be doing these podcasts because you wouldn't talk to me.
I think it's funny you say that. So I was thinking about our podcasts, and the tone and the vibe, I think, from the earlier podcasts is when we did work on so many cases together. And no, we independently have really big cases, but when it's a major trial and it's just our firm in the trial, not one of us is with another lawyer outside of the firm, that's when we're working on some major cases together. But earlier podcast episodes, when I was first an associate, I mean, we had a lot of cases, and the vibe was different.
Different, better, or worse?
You just wanted space, man.
Oh, yeah? I like my space.
All right, subject across at maclery.com. Enjoy your summer. We will get in here soon. Send us that email. Signing off.
Thank you.